What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Coaster Dash. It's the last park vlog from our trip across Australia and New Zealand, and also technically our first park vlog in New Zealand. We've been enjoying the hell out of this country, participating in a ton of extreme sports, hikes, national parks. All of that will eventually be up on my second YouTube channel, Travel Dash, but it'll probably be a couple years because Coaster Dash takes priority, and eventually I'll get around to Travel Dash, but you might have to wait just a little while. In the meantime, yeah, we have Rainbow's End today, as you can see by the title. This is New Zealand's only major theme park, by far the largest park they have in this country. They might have some other little entertainment centers here and there, but for the most part, this is the only place you can really go if you want to get a rides fix. Well, that's not entirely true. New Zealand is the extreme sports capital of the world, and I would classify a lot of those as rides, like the canyon swings, the bungee jumps, things like that. But if we're talking about traditional amusements, Rainbow's End is pretty much your only option. And I'm honestly really excited to check this place out. Even though it's the only major park in New Zealand, I'm holding out hope that it could be a lot of fun. Throwback to Emerald Park in Ireland, for example, only major park in that country, and I loved the place. I also really like the theme. Like, this park is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. They opened originally in 1982. They are home to 3 different roller coasters. Only one of those is extreme, and that is their Aero Looping coaster. It is a Sunday right now, and we were only planning to be here tomorrow, a Monday. However, that Corkscrew coaster is going down for maintenance tomorrow, and so this was our only opportunity to ride it. So we're popping in for an hour today, and then we'll be back tomorrow to experience the rest of the park's offerings. I'll get the boys in the video in a second, but first, we were just dumped into this arcade area, and it also appears that they have some other interesting options like escape rooms, some sort of virtual reality experience too. That's fun. Rainbow's End was super cool to invite us out, provide a complimentary admission and on-ride filming permission, so it's really going to enhance the video today. Josiah in particular, I know, has been super excited for this park. I know there's a novelty factor.
There is. I'm sure Mark mentioned in the intro, obviously this is one of New Zealand's, if not really the only amusement park, but something really cool is the fact they have an Aero Looper here. For me, Aero, I'm a huge fanboy of them. You know, they pioneered many of the roller coasters that all of you see today. So to get on an Aero is always an honor.
And this is an old one too.
This one's a super old one, I believe. But it was before Viper. This predates Viper at Magic Mountain, which is my personal favorite Aero from like being a kid outside of X2. So always a pleasure to get on those. And so far from what we're seeing, this park is very cute.
You excited?
Dude, I'm hyped. This park is absolutely gorgeous. They got, I didn't even know they had that, the Invader.
Oh yeah, got a little disco thing.
Weather is great lighting for filming, as per usual.
We've gotten lucky with weather. Absolutely blessed.
Incredibly lucky.
Let's go check it out. Corkscrew first. If you're a New Zealand enthusiast, I apologize, but this is all you really got to work with. At least you guys get to go upside down though. You've got the 2 corkscrews and a vertical loop on the other end. And this is actually super iconic because of the color scheme. The ride is genuinely so pretty. I'm wondering if it's gonna ride as good as it looks. But as Josiah said, it's always a pleasure to get on another Aero, even if it's not a particularly special layout. And in the future, I'd love to see them invest in a custom modern roller coaster. The park does invest regularly in attractions and rides, but yeah, it's been a long time since I've gotten a new coaster specifically. Here we go, guys. We're on the Corkscrew coaster, biggest in New Zealand. And I love these janky old Aeros. They don't build them like they used to. Oh. Ready for the lip hill sound? Oh, and the smell of lift grease. I love it.
Oh, it's a great smell.
Yeah, the park is stunning so far. We're really enjoying just walking around and seeing it all. Hopefully it doesn't beat us up too bad. Whoa! Whoa! Oh! All right, I can deal with that. Whoa! We're upside down in New Zealand! Whoa! That was not bad.
Really?
I don't mind that.
That was fun.
I am not mad at that. Oh, but I am mad at those brakes. We did it. We survived New Zealand's most intense roller coaster. It was fun. I wasn't upset about it. I've experienced that layout at so many other parks around the world, and usually at those parks, this is like the 3rd or 4th biggest coaster they've got, not the largest. And so my biggest criticism, it's not about the ride itself. For even a smaller park that attracts 500,000 annual guests on a really good year, I don't think this is a sufficient standout coaster, honestly. However, I've done a lot rougher. I thought it was very well maintained. The drop is good fun. You float out of your seat a little bit going down that. The loop packs in the positive forces, and the corkscrews, I found this one to be really slow compared to a lot of Aero loopers, which I actually thought worked in its benefit because the hanging sensation was really good going over those 2 corks. But the ride is extremely short, and it doesn't offer anything all too special. Now, if you're from here, it's a different story. It is a pretty cool ride. But as someone who's been on roller coasters all throughout the world, it is a little bit sad that this is all the Kiwi population has as far as big coasters go.
I love those Aero corkscrews. Some of them, if they're poorly maintained by the park, they can suck. This one though, they've done a great job with maintenance on it. It ran like I imagined it would have back in the 80s. Obviously there's some things you can't fix, like the transitions. Well, I mean, technology back then wasn't as good. A lot of these guys were designing stuff literally eyeballing it. Shout out Magnum XL. So yeah.
Seriously, the corkscrew was so much fun. I don't know if I'm just like coaster deprived or what, but it was running great. And I'm excited to check out the rest of the rides. I heard their log flume is sick, which we're gonna go on soon. So yeah, W Rainbow's End.
I was telling the same thing to Josiah. I think because it's been so long since we've ridden a roller coaster, I believe Ludo Park Melbourne, that's crazy. To you guys, that was super recent, but for us, I want to say we're coming up on over 2 weeks. Holy crap. Anyways, up next, we're gonna experience the Enchanted Forest log flume. This is a park original, and it seems like it's gonna have some theming, which is really cool. In 1998, a fire destroyed a good deal of the ride, so the flume was reconstructed and rethemed. The park, there was no way they were gonna get rid of it. They had to restore it to the best of their ability given its popularity, and from what I understand, it is better now than it's ever been, so I'm stoked actually. Views of the Corkscrew coaster, and I like the audio so far too. People underrate how much music can elevate an experience like this. Very pretty, very green, and also this log is rocking so much. Like, I'm not even trying to do that right now. Oh, that's so cool. I love the water wheel. And it would appear that we're going up into this mountain so that we can hook a ride and go down that drop. So let's see. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, we're going left. Look at that thing. Okay, this is gonna be more like a dark ride than I expected then. This is really pretty in here. Stalagmites and stalactites. And also shout out to the glowworms. I think that's what that's a nod to. And we're heading outside now. Dude, this is insane. Look at this theming. It's so atmospheric too. We got waterfalls. How does Rainbow's End have this? I'm kind of blown away right now. Whoa! Look at that thing. Full-fledged animatronics. Giant dragon. Wait, this is mind-blowing. These guys move too. Oh, it's a Hydra. What in the world? Wow, look at this. A phoenix? Just like a random mishmash of everything. That tree guy reminds me of Efteling. This music's making me almost emotional, bro. It's so good. We're going up another lip hill now. This is a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. Usually at these small parks, the flume is very basic and simple. Whoa! Just the perfect amount of water on that. Look, we got more theming up here. This is actually really beautiful. And you have the Gold Rush roller coaster, which we're looking forward to experiencing tomorrow. Holy smokes. Did they really build a pirate town for this ride? We have a sunken ship, and it looks like we're heading into the Enchanted Forest. God, how does this park have the budget to maintain this? I mean, it's not like a tiny park or anything, but this thing is crazy. All right, we're heading in, and wow, this is very cool. I'm almost getting like Splash Mountain vibes a little bit, but it's a lot wackier, the theming. What in the world? How are we still going, by the way? This is so long. All of it is gorgeous. I wonder if the park built this in-house. Authorized pixies only. I guess we qualify. Ah, yes. The treasure. All right, surely we're coming up on the end right about now. If treasure you take, then suffer the same fate. We got a drop or like a rapids? Oh! Oh! Oh, that was so nice. Oh, look at the use of space. We're going over that original cave room. What a surprise this is. Dude, the music just adds so much to this as well. And we got a pretty big drop coming up. Oh no! Ah! Oh, we skim across the water. Wait, that was awesome. I barely got any water. The only other flume I've been on that's kind of like that is Jetstream at Six Flags Magic Mountain. I loved that drop. Are we serious? I am in disbelief over how good that log flume was. That destroyed the Aero Looper for me. That is by far going to be the best ride in the park. The theming was spectacular. It was so long. Nice indoor and outdoor sections. 2 great drops. I don't know what else there is to say. If for no other reason, that's why you come to Rainbow's End.
Okay, so when the ride starts, you go up the first lift hill and you see the drop to the right, and knowing the smaller parks, I figured it was just gonna go up, turn, and drop.
I thought the same.
There's a whole ride. The inside was super cool. They had the glowworm caves you go through a pirate cove, you go through an old western town, you go into a fairyland. I thought it was awesome. That was one of the coolest little in-house builds of all time. A+, A+.
And we're walking by bamboo. This park is awesome.
Yeah, I wish you could show them the ride. Right above here is like one of the sections of the ride. That was like,
I mean, they'll see it eventually. We're gonna get a behind the scenes tour soon.
Yeah, that is true. Tomorrow morning. Yeah, one of the best log flumes I've ever been on. I didn't know anything about it. I had 0 expectations. Didn't even really know it existed until like we set up the behind the scenes tour thing. So I'm very excited to come back tomorrow.
So unfortunately, this is one of those parks that closes lines early, which is ironic given the fact that nothing here has a wait time, but we're not gonna talk about that. we'll be back tomorrow morning. Like Drew said, we got that behind the scenes tour to look forward to on the flume. Also maybe potentially the Aero Looper, fingers crossed. And then there's a few other coasters to get on, including Gold Rush, which is a fully in-house build. Along with that, a couple of thrilling flat rides, the most extreme in New Zealand by far. So still lots to come, but initial impressions are pretty good. See you tomorrow, guys. And we're back. And the reality of going on a month-long trip is I've run out of clean clothes and there's no laundromat by our accommodation. So I would like to thank the Coaster Scoop for providing complimentary clothing for today's vlog. Not gonna lie, I look a little cute too. Maybe it's because I look like Drew. It is that time, and this thing is so long. I mean, like Josiah said, we thought it was gonna be a turn into a drop, let alone all this enchanted forest theming. Let's go behind the scenes and really appreciate the intricacies. All right, guys. Look at this. This is fantastic. That's the exit of the indoor cave section. This whole ride feels like Lord of the Rings or something. I mean, that guy's so cool. It's a dragon hanging from the Gold Rush roller coaster. This guy's kind of scary, and he has a bigger nose than me. All right, we're now inside the mountain. It's got layers to it. We're actually going backwards through the layout. I remember this smaller drop yesterday when we rode. Oh my gosh. It looks like the Mushroom Kingdom from Mario.
Behind the scenes of the Scoop.
This was my favorite part of the flume last time.
Yeah, this room is absolutely nuts when the lights are off.
Yo, look at this sign. Shout out to the Gold Coast. This is just, oh, I love this experience. Makes you appreciate all that goes into these rides. Such quirky theming. Well, they went straight to work on the Corkscrew coaster. That's already down for maintenance. So that's going to be a no-go this morning, but instead, we got some behind the scenes of Gold Rush, which honestly is more interesting anyway, since that was fully in-house. Wow, it's amazing how they intertwined it with the flume. It may not look like much from here, but it's another one of the park's flagship attractions. It opened in 1995, and the park's opening in 15 minutes, so we'll probably head there first. Well, hang on a second. Surely they wouldn't have this and the Corkscrew closed, right? This is supposed to be open today, according to the park's maintenance calendar on their website. That's really odd. We didn't hear anything about that going into the park. Wondering if it's just gonna have a late start or something, because it's really not a good look to have both of your biggest coasters down at one time. Whatever, we'll move on to the flat rides to occupy us for now. This is gonna be up next. It's called Stratosphere. It's a giant pendulum ride from Zamperla that goes 360 degrees upside down. It was the first of its kind in the Southern Hemisphere, and the thing is enormous. I believe they have this exact ride at Silverwood in Idaho, so I've done it before, but it's been a number of years, and it's pretty crazy when you're hanging upside down. One thing I found very interesting about this ride is that you can wait in line for a less extreme version where you swing out at 45 degrees, so you don't go upside down, or you can do what we're doing, the very extreme ride, which is 360 degrees. Shout out to Fun Fields. We did a very small iteration of this pendulum. That was our warm-up ride. We miss you, DZ. Here we go, floor is dropped, and we are spinning. Now there is a chance this makes me feel a little queasy. However, unlike other pendulum rides, this is a controlled spin. That means the positive forces shouldn't be too intense in the valley. It's more so about hanging you upside down for elongated periods of time. I already feel it, you're getting pulled up. Whoa! Oh, there's that airtime too. Whoa! Oh, I like this one. This is cool. Oh! One more and I think we're going upside down. Woo! Yeah! Oh, that's crazy. Holy crap. Yeah, that is some serious hang time. Whoa! Again. Oh, wow. Oh, this is my kind of Frisbee ride. Whoa! Oh, this thing is nuts. Wait, we're just chilling here. What is going on? Whoa! All right, I've had about enough. I'm ready for it to be over. Bring me down to safety. Oh man, we gotta take a little bit of a breather, but that was great. My God, that thing was awesome. Honestly, one of the better pendulums I've ever done. Josiah's deathly afraid of pendulums. How was that?
Really fun. They always end up being fun, but yeah, I get scared on these ones. I think it's the constant, the G's as you get down, the positives are just too much for me.
I think he's just, you know what.
Oh, look at that. I didn't even know they had an intimate giant drop tower before coming into the park. This thing is almost 200 feet tall. What is that in meters? Close to 6-7 meters? No, 54. These tend to be better when they're a little smaller, actually. I think that's gonna pack a crazy punch. All right, I believe this would be the only Intamin thrill ride in this entire park. Stunning views. You got Woolworths across the street. Shout out Woolies.
Oh, we're almost at the top. Oh, 3, 2,
oh
1.
No. Oh! That was, oh wow, I loved it. That thing ripped down the drop. Holy, I loved that tower. Very forceful, and the views going up were great, especially of the woolies. We went almost every day in Australia and quite a bit in New Zealand too. They have everything there. It's awesome. Not sponsored.
What is this about, the drop tower?
The drop tower.
Oh, yeah, well, you can see woolies from the top of the drop tower, which is why that is the best drop tower in the world. I'm just kidding. But it's up there. I liked it.
I love those so much, especially if you can get a little bit of room, because you're only dropping down, right? So if you're going straight up into the restraint, it's actually a lot of airtime.
They were generous here too.
Yeah.
All right, well next, we got to get our coaster fixed one way or another, right? So we're heading over to the junior coaster in the kids area. That's all they got. What's interesting about this area, Kids Kingdom, is that it's entirely covered. So if it starts raining, you can literally still ride these. And hey, it actually looks like a decent kiddie coaster offering. 2 large helixes on this. Oh my gosh, the biggest, baddest coaster operating in the park today. Oh no. Oh gosh. We found out the hard way that adults are not allowed on this thing at all.
They let us go to film, so that's nice.
Yeah, W Park.
W Park.
Oh! How do kids ride this? Well, that was exhilarating. Oh my gosh, so intense. But more importantly, while we were tracking down a supervisor that would allow us to ride the thing, since adults usually are not permitted, meaning, by the way, just wanted to point this out, if you're a regular guest coming to the park today and you don't have a kid on you, or you aren't a kid, you literally cannot ride a roller coaster, which is really obnoxious in my opinion. The guy handed us this. These goodie bags. So now we got to see what's inside. This is amazing. Looks like first we got some socks, Rainbow's End themed socks. Whoa, is that alcohol? No, it's ginger beer. We've got a bucket hat.
Fire merch here too.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, Josiah, let's explain to them what happened.
Gold Rush is just down for maintenance. It's not that deep, but we don't really know what we're missing, so I wanted to watch a quick POV real quick. Shout out to, was it
Theme Park Ogre?
Shout out to you.
Looks like there's a little bit of theming at the start. We're in an indoor section. That does look pretty cool.
Wow, that does look cool actually. I can't even lie. And we're getting along now. We're outside.
Yeah, and I've seen this section.
Yeah, we've seen that section along the flume. Here's the lift you can see. That goes also right over the flume. Go to the end here. Looks like you drop, turns
straight
around.
Section.
Yep, straight section.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Well, that's pretty much all the rides we wanted to get on here at Rainbow's End other than Gold Rush, which we were told has a small chance of opening later today. I don't think we want to stick around to find out because after watching that POV video, it doesn't look too exciting to us. It's definitely a tamer experience. What we are going to do is eat because supposedly staff are bringing us pizzas. Sounds amazing right now. Seriously, the hospitality here has been tremendous, man.
Dude.
What?
To a vlog? I'm so hungry.
They have French fries, which they call chips. Oh, it's a giant tray.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, our bellies are full. I feel so much more alive now. So just wanted to wrap up the vlog with some concluding thoughts on Rainbow's End. It was really cool to check this place out, you know, given the fact that we're in New Zealand. Crazy to go to a park out here, and it was a good one too. I don't have any big negatives or positives to share really, other than the flume being outstanding. Otherwise, they don't have too much that caters to my audience, and on a day like this, it is upsetting that you can't experience a coaster if you're an adult. Still, the park is pleasant. It's a little plain, definitely an amusement park rather than a theme park, which again makes the flume even more impressive, the fact that it has all that theming. But yeah, that's gonna do it from one hell of a trip. I absolutely had the time of my life.
Fantastic park. They hooked it up for us, and it's definitely worth coming to if you're in Auckland and have a few hours to kill. I mean, there's some fun rides. Can't complain.
For me, overall, this park, I mean, obviously they did a lot for us, which is cool, but really cute feel. A lot of good rides, like we've been saying. The log flume's incredible. The Corkscrew's still fun. It runs fine. It's a bummer we missed the Gold Rush coaster. I think that would be fun for families too. But overall, I think as a package, this park is super solid, and I've said it in my vlog, I'll say it on yours too. If you have some hours and time to kill in Auckland, this is a spot worth visiting for sure. So come check it out.
And the trip as a whole, that's it.
So sad.
We're done. We're done. Until.
Well, they don't know about this. Don't tell them.
We got something coming. We got something coming. Something good.
Done for now.
We have another big international trip coming out. It'll be announced very shortly. This guy's been planning it behind the scenes. Scoop.
I will be attending.
I mentioned this at the beginning of the trip, but truly what made this one so special was the combination of theme parks and adrenaline and the outdoorsy stuff, the hiking, the nature. I mean, Australia and New Zealand both were stunning. This part of the world is incredibly gorgeous. So this was one for the books, absolutely. We'll see you guys very soon. Thank y'all so much for watching. Peace out.